Art and life have always been synonymous to me. Observing life as a performance artist, I tend to create abstract concepts for my performances. Today, I want to curate a thought experiment for you all. Picture yourself in a floating white cube. The walls are full of written description of your identity, your given name, designation, education, achievements, strength, weaknesses, everything about you. Now, imagine wiping off all the scribblings written onto the walls. Wipe off your past, your future, the feelings, wipe off the room clean. It's an empty white cube. Let's step back. Look around the empty walls. How do you feel? Do you feel anxious as you lost your name and form? Or are you calm and optimistic as you let go of expectations with your identity? Welcome to the now, an undefined space when suspended from the judgments of preoccupied future and past becomes a starting point of opportunities. Recently, when I entered my studio, my instinct guided me to cover the walls with empty canvas, as I wanted to create a monotonous ambience without any distraction of any other color or objects. And before I filled the studio with my predefined works and older ideas, I sat with this idea of an empty studio for a while. In this indifferent state, where there was no reference of any other kind, I started feeling anxious. I started questioning myself about this impulse of creating bare canvas walls. Why an empty studio? While exploring the emptiness in the studio, I realized it wasn't actually empty. In fact, it was fuller than ever. There was an extra layer of canvas onto the walls, which was absent of content. And my inquiry shifted from emptiness to absence. Absence of a sense, absence of substance, absence of presence. The more I thought about absent presence, watching my thoughts shifting from now to the past to the future and back to the now, I started thinking about how humans are in constant transition, moving back and forth within these illusionary realities, always wanting to be there. When they reach there, they want to be there again, stuck in an infinite loop of there. The shift is constant. Transitioning between time, there is an experience which is betwixt and between, neither in the past nor in the future. My investigation is around these in betweens. I'm trying to understand the liminality in transitioning from one position to another. Also, at a conscious level, time dissolves if there is no second thought. So, doing something you love could potentially bring you to a meditative state of mind where there is no thought but an experience of current with maximum awareness. I create art from that gap, from that still empty space. My mind forms a creative urge to express. And now is the only point of access to go beyond the confined minds. Trying to translate this gap of now into my art practice, I wanted to use a medium which is time based and is momentary, like our human sentiments, which change from one state to another. So I chose ice, as it is ephemeral, trying to freeze my ego, which is my head, a metaphor to my false identity. The performance needed my body to be present and my absolute presence. The performance is called Ice, Eyes, and Eyes. I covered my head with a hollow block of ice cube, sitting in a meditative stage on a huge mirror, letting the ice melt with the projection of myself looking at me on the walls. Trying to be conscious of the present moment, feeling the senses and sensations, a series of thoughts aroused like ghosts, judging me through the eyes of past. To be still with these thoughts, my senses amplified. My breath was profound. But I saw center softening with time. As the heat of time took over, The cold attachment started melting drop by drop. I could feel it on my body. Every cold drop rolling from my egoistic head dissolving into the earth. Sometimes I saw hazy figures on the reflection of the mirror, and other times I saw myself. The gap was filled with awareness. Eckhart Tolle, a spiritual teacher, imagines a fictional earth devoid of humans, only inhabited by plants and animals. If they were talking to each other, asking questions like what time, the answer would be, well, of course now. What else is there? He said, there is nothing ever happened in the past, it happened in the now. There is nothing which will ever happen in the future, it will happen in the now. There is nothing beyond now and will ever be. So, could we slow down and let present occupy more space than the past in the future? The experience, which was between two quickly moving thoughts, is where I found my inspiration. And I hope you find yours too. So let's wipe off the walls, empty our cubes, and experience now.